f or f prime. So you have to be careful about what they're giving you to know how to find it. Number one says, given the function, so we're just given f of x, determine all intervals on which f is decreasing. And so you think you want to always, or I think I want to kind of go up a step. Like taking the derivative of something is like going up a step. It tells you what the slopes are. So I'm going to find the slope, or the derivative of this, which would be 3x squared plus 18x. And I'm going to find the critical points. By setting it equal to 0, I'm going to factor out of 3x times x plus 6. Critical points are at 0 and negative 6. Okay, so if x were negative 7, that would be a negative times a negative is a positive. If x were negative 1, that would be a negative times a positive. And then if x were 1, that would all be positive. And so we're increasing, decreasing, increasing. Okay, and so then that tells me that f is decreasing from negative 6 to 0. So to take the derivative of it then tells you if it was increasing or decreasing. Number 2 gives us f of x again, but it wants where f prime is increasing. So we're going to have to go up a level past this, because this is the slope. We now need to find out the slope of the slope, or the second derivative. So f double prime, we'll be able to see what this would be doing. Okay, so I'm going to do f prime of x equals 4x cubed plus 24x squared. Now go up another level to tell us the slope of this would be 12x squared plus 48x. Set it equal to 0. Take out 12x, that'll be times x plus 4. Critical points are at 0 and negative 4. Okay, we're going to do it just the same and plug it in here. So if I had negative 5, that'd be a negative times a negative positive. If I had negative 1, that would be negative times a positive, negative. And if I had 1, positive. So we're increasing, decreasing, increasing. This told us about the f prime. So it wants to know, where is it increasing? Here and here. So this would be negative infinity to negative 4 and 0 to infinity. Number 3, given the function f prime of x, so beware, this is now the derivative, determine all intervals on which f is increasing. So actually this gives us a step ahead and makes us skip taking the derivative at all. So we're just going to go ahead and set this equal to 0. Try to factor. I'm going to take out a negative x squared. That would leave me with x squared plus 20x plus 36. That would be 18 and 2. Oop. This just gets 0, negative 18, and negative 2. Okay, sign chart. Smallest number is negative 18, negative 2, 0. If I had, say, negative 20, I'm going to square it first, which makes it positive, but then times the negative will be a negative. Negative 20 plus 18 would be a negative. Negative 20 plus 2 would be a negative. So a negative times a negative, positive times negative is negative. Negative 3 squared is 9, but then times a negative. Negative 3 plus 18 is a positive. Negative 3 plus 2 is a negative. That multiplies to get a positive. And then if I try negative 1, squared is positive, but times a negative, that would be a positive. That would be a positive. So that gets a negative. And then 1, that'd be negative, positive, positive, which is a negative. Okay, and then where would f be increasing? From negative 18 to negative 2. Because it's decreasing, increasing, decreasing, decreasing. Okay, and the last one. given f prime again, determine all intervals on which f prime is decreasing. So again, we're going to have to go up a level and find f double prime to tell us about f prime. So I'm going to take the second derivative, which would be negative 3x squared minus 24x minus 36. Set it equal to 0. Factor out negative 3. X squared plus 8x plus 12. Factor. That'd be a 6 and 2. Negative 6, negative 2. Sign chart. Okay, plugging in negative 7. That would be negative 7 plus 6 is negative 1. We also have a negative here. Negative 1. And then negative 7 plus 2 would be a negative 5. So those multiply to get a negative. If I plug in negative 3, that would be this negative times a positive times a negative, which would be a positive. And then plugging in negative 3, this negative times a positive. Did I say negative 3? Sorry. Did I say that? Negative 1, or you could even plug in 0. That would be a positive, and that would be a positive. So that would result in a negative. So where is f prime decreasing? Here and here. From negative infinity to negative 6 and negative 2 to infinity.